Happy Pride Month, everyone. So, every episode for June that I'm posting, I'm going to give you a fact or something that represents Pride, that represents my community, that represents me. So, today, I want to get into Brenda a little bit. She was a bisexual activist, Brenda Howard, and she helped plan the stone or the riot on Stonewall. That was the biggest riot for our community, for our rights. And she helped plan that. And she is the mother of Bride. Thank you, Brenda, for all that you've done. And let's let your legacy live on. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, everybody? It's Human and back with my tea of the day. Welcome to season 4, episode 4, Quattro y Quattro. We're back at it again. Thank you for listening to my last 2 episodes a little over a week ago. And let's get into this crazy world that we're living in right now. Like, all of these mass shootings, all of this gun violence laws, gun violence control. Let's get into it. That's a lot. So, let's start off here. With Buffalo top supermarket shooting. Happened May 14th. 10 dead. 3 was injured. So 10 dead, 3 was injured. Gunman was 18 years old. Peyton S. Gendron. He posted his plans online. And he broadcasted it on Twitch before Twitch cut off the broadcast. He broadcasted these events, this shooting, this massacre, on Twitch. And he was indicted on 25 counts. Let's have a moment of silence for the 10 people who was murdered senselessly in the shooting. Aaron Salter, 53 years old. Celestine Cianci, 65. Roberta A. Dure, 32. Andre McNeil, 53. Catherine Massey, 72. Margus D. Morrison, 52. Hayward Patterson, 67. Geraldine Taylor, 62. Ruth Whitfield, 86. Pearl Young, 77. Let's get into the 25 counts that he was actually indicted off of. 1 count of domestic terrorism, motivated by hate. 10 counts, first-degree murder as a hate crime. 10 counts, second-degree murder as a hate crime. 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder. 1 count, second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. So he gets 1 count off of having the weapon, off of having a gun. So I've been seeing this hanging around, this domestic racism plus terrorism and replacement theory. So before we get there, based off of this information, downtown Sacramento, 6 dead, April 3rd. Coruscant, Texas, 6 dead, February 5th. Milwaukee, January 23rd, 6 dead. I feel like this is a pattern. Every month, there's a mass shooting. Every month, people are being taken away from us for no reason at all, but hatred off of not having strict guidelines of gun control. Replacement theory. Quote unquote, the great replacement. So, the ideology slash theory that white people will be replaced by non-black people. This idea murdered October 2018. This idea murdered people. So October 2018, 11 people killed. 3, Tree of Life Synagogue, NPA, believed Jews were deliberately importing non-white immigrants into the United States as a part of a conspiracy against the white race. So they felt because more non-black people were being imported into the States, we were trying to be the dominant race, clearly. March 2019, New Zealand, 51 killed, 49 injured. Anor, Moscow, and Linwood Islamic Center. 2019, El Paso shooting. A few days ago, Tulsa, Oklahoma hospital. 4 people dead. It was in the Natalie Medical Building. The gunman shot himself. Just over Memorial Day weekend, 51 people shot in Chicago. 51 people. Clearly, we're doing something wrong. Clearly, there has to be change. Because going over all of this information, live stream after live stream, warnings. There's always a warning sign. There's always an inkling of just something wrong with this person. This person is going through something and they don't know how to deal with what they're going through. This person was brought up into hate. This whole ideology of replacement theory is based off of white people not being secure within themselves, being threatened by the non-white person. Any shades of color, it does not matter. As long as you are not white, they're threatened by us, and that's unfortunate. They're upset that we're here and we're populating maybe more than they are. I don't know. That ideology has to change. The laws have to change. The rules have to change. We cannot continue to have all of these outlandish shootings and massacres happen every other day. Every other day. Let's get into Robbie Elementary. And, Uvalde, Texas. 19 kids and 2 teachers. 4th grade murdered. Murdered. This is genocide. This is another Sandy Hook. Usara Garcia, Xavier Lopez, Emery Jo Garcia, Jose Flores, Eva Morales, Irma Garcia, Rogelio Torres, McKenna Lee Arad, Tess Marie Mata, Annabelle Guadalupe Rodriguez, Ellie Garcia, Nava Bravo, Ohana Cruz Torres, Jalaya Nicole Sagado, Jayus Camilo Lavanos, Althea Ramadas, Jacqueline Jalen Carsas, Alexandria Anai Rubio, Marty Rodriguez, Miranda, Matis, Layla, Zabata. Can we have another moment of silence? So Salvador Ramos was the gunman in this travesty. Um, he just graduated. He was a senior in high school, just turned 18. Went out to his local Quickie Mart and purchased 2 rifles. And he also chatted with someone and told them his plans. So he was chatting with someone online and told him his plans. He told him he was first going to shoot his grandmother. And then he proceeded to shoot his grandmother in the face. Thank God his grandmother is still with us. Thank God his grandmother survived. But did she really? Did she really survive? Because she has to have this ugly, inhumane picture in her mind for the rest of her life of her being shot in the face. Just shot at, period, by her grandson. Who then, of course, she finds out later, shoots up a elementary school, which I'm assuming he went to. Prior to, in his younger years, more than likely went to, because this town in Texas is very small. So, then tells him he's going to shoot up an elementary school. Was not specific. So as a person, with knowing this information, why the fuck would you not tell police? Why the fuck would you not reach out to someone and tell them, hey, I was talking to someone, I don't know how serious this is, but this is their plans. So we could have stopped there. We could have reached every elementary school and found out where he was planning to go. And lives would have been fucking saved. Lives would have been saved. But no, this person, whoever this person who knew this information was, said nothing. And I'm putting these murders on your hands. I'm putting these deaths on your hands as well. You're responsible as well for these deaths because you did nothing. You didn't tell anyone. People could have been saved. Even if it was half people that were saved. Somebody, you could have saved people's lives. Let's get into just going down to your local Quickie Mart and being able to buy a gun. Why, if after all of these travesties that we've been dealing with for years, people being killed by guns with no legislation, with the second lovely amendment of right of the people to keep and bear arms. So of course, we're giving you the right to have a gun. We're giving you the right to bear that gun. We're seeing fit for you, basically. So this is where you fucked up, America. This is where you fucked up with your amendments and your law that you did not fucking change, you did not fucking revise, so you didn't even go into to see, maybe this isn't working at this particular moment. Maybe this isn't working anymore. Time has changed so much that, you know what, let's revise these amendments. Let's revise these laws. Let's really put our people first. So they can feel protected, so they can feel like they matter. But we don't feel protected. We don't feel like we matter. We feel like we're just numbers. Like we're just, when is it our time? When is it our time to be in that place where we're not going to get home? We're not going to make it home. Would it be today? Would it be tomorrow? Should I go outside? I can't even go to the grocery store, to go down aisle 5 to get my cereal, then to get some milk, to get food for dinner. I can't even go to the supermarket anymore. without having fear that the supermarket will be shut up. I can't, I'm not a parent, but I can just feel how parents feel in this moment. I can't send my children off to school without fearing for their lives that this could be the last day. They may not be able to make it home. I can have a spouse in the school system and fear that they won't make it home today. Who wants to live in that fear day after day? Like, that will mentally be draining. That can make you crazy. And let's not forget about all of the survivors, all of these young kids who survived in this moment, who've seen their friends die in front of them. How the fuck are they supposed to live? How the fuck are they supposed to survive? Are we thinking about these babies? Are we putting these babies in fucking counseling? Are we doing our best to make sure that these babies are taken care of? Or are we just, okay, this happened, let's start these let's start these funerals, let's talk to these families. But are we talking to the babies who witnessed this? I don't think so. When are we going to learn? We had Sandy Hook. We had El Paso. We just had a hospital. We just had Memorial Day weekend. Clearly, we're not all on the fucking same page. And that's a problem. So, when are we going to straighten up on gun control? When are we going to change these laws of having guns or being able to get guns? Because it's so accessible. You can go down to your Quickie Mart, you can go down to your Walmart, you can go down right to the candy store, you might be able to get a gun. It's so unreal and so accessible. That's the problem. Why is it so accessible though? When did it become so accessible where it's okay to have it? Because it's not okay to have it. It's never okay to utilize a gun. The only people, in my opinion, that should have guns are cops. And only because they are supposed to protect and serve us. Are they protecting and serving us? No. Are they protecting and serving the black community? Absolutely fucking not. That's another conversation that, of course, I've already been through. But, however, they are supposed to protect and serve us, so they should be the only people who are allowed to have guns out in the open, out in the street. But no one should have a gun in their homes, especially with kids in them, because they will find them. They will figure out your code. They will figure out your safe, whatever that looks like. Whether you decide to quote unquote leave your gun, it would never be in that same space again. Let's get into social media. Let's get into the rhetoric that social media has on these youth today. If, unfortunately, there's not a lot of two-parent households anymore. Especially in this day and age. In my day and age, there was a lot more. In this day and age, there's not. Because a lot of people are just having kids out of wedlock and they aren't in it for the long run. They aren't in it to make it work. And at this point, I don't want you to make it work. I just want you to do what's best for your kids. So with it being a broken system already, and you have two parents busting their ass to take care of these kids, taking away from the quality time that you have with your kids, giving these kids a lot of idle time to be on social media, to be around other people who live different lives than what you would want your kids to live. Dealing with the society, dealing with the stigmatism that the society has on you and your kids, dealing with the pressures that the school, teens, social media has on your kids. We're not checking on our kids to really see if they're okay, to really see if, one, they're mentally okay, two, are they physically okay? Are they being bullied? Do they have friends? Do they have real friends? Again, are they being bullied? Being bullied is like the number one reason why a kid will get a gun and shoot up a school. That's the reason. Because they're bullied. They're tired of being bullied. And they feel like this is their way out. This is their way out of either living because they can't fathom killing themselves, or this is their way of getting help because no one is helping you. You're trying for help or not, or maybe you're not in a household where you can cry for help. But these are signs of help. These are signs that I need help. These people with this ideology of the whole replacement theory, the great replacement, gave out signs, gave out manifests of their plans. And they all put it on social media. Once we've seen this, why the fuck do we not give it to who needed to see this to help the situation? To look at the situation, to digest the situation, to see if we can have saved some lives in the situation. Because they're telling us what they're planning to do. And oftentimes, most of the people doing the killing do. They have a plan. They have it set out. They've been thinking about this for years, for months. Whatever that looked like, whatever that last straw was for that person, who did not seek help, who could not have gotten help, who probably was bullied at home, who probably was not taken care of at home. Not giving a justification of this is why this happened. Absolutely not. This person should be put under jail. Should be not. I won't say should not be living again. But this person should definitely be reprimanded. Should definitely seek help. Should definitely be put in a environment where he or she understands what they done was wrong, understands the trigger, understands fully what happened, and seek remorse. Because what's done is done. We can't go back and we can't revert back to those actions that that person took. Unfortunately. So these lives are lost in vain. But I don't want it to be in vain. I want us to speak their name into existence every fucking day that we can. I want us to go into these courtrooms, go into wherever you feel like your voice can be heard. I'm using my podcast for that. Because these names needs to fucking be heard. Time in and time out. And we cannot continue to let it bypass. We cannot continue to just let it be another headline, another story, another person being killed. Like one of these lovely kids' father literally died from a broken heart from losing their kid. He literally died, went into cardiac arrest and died from a broken heart. Like I've always thought that was like a fathom, like something that you'll say, but it actually happened, and that's a wake up call. That's really so surreal. Like I hope people really realize what guns are doing. And I love how a school, I think in Texas, I'm not at that school, but I think it's in Texas as well, who walked out of school and boycotted the law, where you need to change the gun control. You need to be stricter on gun control. You have to be stricter on these gun laws because clearly it's not fucking working. It's not. So as a people, what are you gonna do? Because we have to do something together. As a people, we have to stand together, or we're going to continue to lose. We're going to continue to be extinct, to be genocide and murdered and forgotten. And these people did not die for no reason. We can't believe that. There was a reason. To open our fucking minds, to open our hearts, to make a change. To stand up as people and make a change. Let's get these laws changed. Let's get these guns under control. Let's get all these guns locked up. Just rally them up. And make it where you can't get a gun at all. No guns at all. That's it. Thrown away. Because clearly we don't know what the fuck to do with them. They're so accessible. They're in homes. They're at your local Walmart. They're at your local bodega. They're at your Quickie Mart. It's a problem. And we as people have to stop it. So I beg and plead for you to join on board, boycott, speak out, speak their names. Don't ever forget all of these individuals and all of these instances. Never forget the gunmen too, because not for nothing, they were in pain. Like, we can easily become them, and we don't realize how easy that can be, how much of a spiral that is, but how easy we can be them. Just like how easy we can become homeless, we can as easily, if we continue to be unchecked, if we continue to be left alone, be isolated, be bullied, be just not taken care of, just not feeling important, just not being heard in any aspect of our life, we will go crazy. And then within that craziness, within that feeling, within that urge or that moment, we can easily do what these people did. We have to realize that. So we have to have some type of compassion for these people. Not much, because it's wrong. And it cannot happen again. But we have to have compassion for them as well. A little bit. But we definitely have to straighten up on these gun laws. Get the guns off the street. Get the guns out the stores. And that's it. That's what I played. But I'm going to go over these names again. Top Supermarket. Alan Salter. Celestine Chansey. Roberta Ardure. Andre McNeil. Catherine Massey. Margus D. Morrison. Hayward Patterson. Geraldine Talley. Ruth Whitfield. Pearl Young. Our lovely babies in the 4th grade. Zari Garcia. Xavier Lopez. Anne-Marie Jo Garza. Jose Flores. Ava Morales. Irma Garcia. Maraglo Torres. McKenna Lee Arad. Tess Marie Mata. Annabelle Guadalupe Rodriguez. Ellie Garcia. Neva Bravo. Anahan Cruz Torres. Jalea Nicole Sergio. JC Carmelo. Luvanas. Athea Ramonas. Jacqueline Jalen. Sozas. Alexandria Anaya Ubo. Mighty Rodriguez. Miranda Mathis. Layla Sada. Again, let's change this Second Amendment. Let's revise these laws and these amendments to fit the needs of our people in this day and age. Let's get rid of social media. Let's ban this. Let's cancel social media. Cancel social media, cancel guns. Uplift therapy. Uplift being there for your kids and being open and honest and showing them the real world. Uplift schools now literally having counseling sessions for these babies who witnessed this. Counseling sessions for the spouses of the teachers and of the kids. Having protocols for massive shootings or for shootings in general in schools. I hope teachers begin to really have conversations with their students that does not pertain to education, that does not pertain to English, math, science history. It pertains to the fucking real world. It pertains to stuff that really happens after we get out of school. I wish I had that in school. I wish I had that in high school, middle school, elementary school. Teachers, I beg of you to do that now. Begin now. So students know exactly what they're getting out of in the real world. They know the real world from learning it and not from having to deal with it without a choice. This was Chemistry of the Day. Thank you for listening. This was season 4, episode 4. Of course, I'm everywhere you can listen to a podcast. So Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Pod Nation, of course my website, chemistryoftheday.com, where you can leave a review. You can comment, leave your email address, and share. Listen, and this is for us, by us, and I'm out.